Powers are also known as exponents, aka exponents. And when you have powers, you have this little gizmo gadget here. Let's say you have 2 to the 5th power, or 2 with an exponent of 5. Let's just label these first. First of all, the big number, we call that the base number. And the little number, that's what we call the power or the exponent. Now, I will warn you that quite often I see children saying the answer to that is 10 because they say, oh, it's 2 times 5. That does not and is not the right answer. Here is what you must remember. Write this down for all posterity. The power or exponent tells you how many bases get multiplied together. Love the phone ringing. So make sure you have that highlighted. Put a little cloud around it. Make it fun. Make it stand out. Do whatever there. Which means if you have 2 to the 5th power, it is not 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is what you have when you add 5 2s together. 2 plus 2 plus 5. 2 to the 5th power means that you have 5 2s times themselves, which would be 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. 2 to the 5th power is 32. We did this last year. I had the same discussion with you last year, so I'm not going to go all real crazy, but I want you to know that because I know some of you will still do that. 8 to the 2nd power is not 16. It is 2 bases times themselves. It is 8 times 8, which is 64. Now, a couple special cases you want to take a special note of. Anything to the 0 power. 7 to the 0 power. 7 to the 0 power is what, Wade?
0.
It is not 0. That's always a good guess. People guess that one. Carter.
7.
It is not 7. That's 7 to the 1st power, by the way. 7 to the 0 power is 1, which is another little highlight you're going to do. Write this down. Anything at all to the 0 power is 1. No matter what it is, children, anything to the 0 power is 1. 5,000 to the 0 power is 1. The letter Q to the 0 power is 1. Anything, did I say that right? Anything to the 0 power is 1. That's special case number 1. Special case number 2 is, what about 15 to the 1st power? What is 15 to the 1st power, Bryant? 15. Which means we should write this down. Anything to the 1st power is itself. Anything to the 1st power is itself, which is probably one of the easier ones to remember. Anything to the 1st power is itself. Anything to the 0 power is 1. And then normal exponents, you take whatever it is to get there. Let's see what the problems or questions they will give you on this. One of the other things that's probably important to remember, this comes up a lot. If you have 10 to the 0 power, 10 to the 1st power, 10 to the second power, 10 to the third power, 10 to the fourth power. Let's just do 10 to the fifth power. One of the things we take a lot to exponents is 10, because 10 is just one of those numbers that it's really easy to take to exponents. 10 to the first power, or 10 to the 0 power, we already know is 1. 10 to the first power is 10. What would be 10 to the fourth power, and what's the easy way? Rather than writing 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 down and doing the math, there's an easy little, simple little, I don't know, trick, formula, whatever, that you can tell what it is. Weighted is what? 10 to the fourth power is?
Whatever the power is, it's like how many zeros are after.
Right. The exponent, when you're talking tens, the exponent is how many zeros come after the 1. So 10 to the fourth power is a 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 10 to the third power is 1,000, it's 1 with 3 zeros. 10 to the second power is 1 with 2 zeros. 10 to the fifth power is 1 with 5 zeros. So 1 million, ladies and gentlemen, right there, not there, let's do it here. 1 million is 10 to the sixth power. It is a 1 with 6 zeros after it. We do that a lot when it comes to scientific notation. Now, with that being said, unfortunately, take out another blank piece of paper.